just a couple of weeks ago, myself and some of my executives were flying to Southern California for what's called one of the Armando bus tours, where I literally go out and show people how to flip houses by hand in the marketplace. And on the way over there, we were in the jet, and a couple of the team members were resting, and all of a sudden, I hear a noise where it's literally going. So I tell my assistant, I said, go tell the pilots that we're hearing a strange noise. So she goes and tells the pilots that we feel like we hear a strange noise, like we hear air coming in. And the pilots tell her, well, that's normal for this model of plane. She comes back and tells me, that's not a very comforting or acceptable answer, that air coming into a plane at 43,000 feet is normal. Then the sound goes, within literally a minute, goes from to and we could feel air coming into the plane. I said, go tell the pilots again that air is coming into the plane. She goes to tell the pilots that air is coming into the plane. She goes and says, air is coming into the plane. One pilot turns to the other pilot and goes, here we go. Morse code goes off. It's an emergency signal. And the pilot literally goes, and our plane went from here to that. And we went from 43,000 feet to 9,000 feet like that. We literally felt the plane go, and we were sitting here wondering where the air is coming from, to feeling like we were on the downside of a roller coaster. And we began looking at each other. And as different team members, people that I'm really, really close with, executives in my company, family members, people that I love and care about, we're here in this jet, and you see the looks on everyone's faces. And some of them are looking around like, what are they going to tell their families? Some of them are looking around and thinking this is it. Some are praying. And I remember something that happened to me. And that's that during 9/11, when the buildings came down, I remember thinking, I wonder what those people who had to jump out of those buildings, what their last thoughts were. And how terrified they must have been. And I remember back on 9/11 thinking, what if that was me? What would I think? And then I thought, what will my last thoughts be? And what if I died? And I thought how sad I would be that my son Monoman knows that I didn't do my very best. And then a worse thought came over me. And that was, what if I knew I didn't do my very, very best? And that's why I went from living into a garage on food stamps, $50,000 in debt. And you guys, those of you who have never read about it, you guys can go read about that in my book, Flip and Grow Rich 2012, that's going to come out, about how I lived in a garage, made the decision, and became successful. And what happened was I was able to go out there and make $1 million in 1 year and $3 million in 3 years. And then coming today to where I never imagined that one day I would be on a jet with a full staff of people. And I remember with the jet going down and the plane literally shaking, at that moment I thought, I'm not scared. Not because I'm tough. I thought I'm not scared because I accomplished everything that I set out to do back on 9/11. It's 11 years later. And my question is, if today was your last day, have you set out there and accomplished everything that you wanted to do with your life? You can. The real estate market is getting ready to change. The real estate market is going to change dramatically. Right now, the supplies for properties are lower, prices are going higher, and what happened in 2001, which was a perfect time to buy, is now duplicated in the year 2012. I believe this is one of the greatest times in American history to get involved in real estate. So for my advanced students, I'm going to let you join me in San Antonio for 3 days for something called market domination. For the beginner students, you're not ready for market domination. I'm going to allow you to go out there in just a few days, get my book, Flip and Grow Rich 2012. It's a very limited edition. The copies will go fast. This email is reaching over 300,000 people. We have a limited supply of copies, so it will go extremely fast. The plane is shaking, and going down and going down, and finally we hit 9,000 feet and we stabilize. So then we have to go and land in Phoenix. But there's a dust storm in Phoenix, and we don't have enough gas at the lower altitude to get us to Southern California. And there's a dust storm, so then we have to go, hang a right, and go over to Tucson, Arizona, where when we landed, we kissed the ground, we laughed, we played. I'm going to put up a picture right now of all of us going out there and screaming and yelling, getting crazy. Even look at the pilots, they're ecstatic because we lived another day. Most importantly, we got the most juice out of life. Here we are, and it's a brand new day. Are you ready to get the most juice out of life that you could possibly get? Are you ready to go to the next level? Many people say that money doesn't buy you happiness. Those people have never, in my opinion, been able to experience what true wealth is. Being able to help your family, being able to help your friends. Hell, being able to buy a great car. Most people don't know what that is. Go out there and give yourself the opportunity. If you're one of my advanced students, in a few days, I'm going to allow you to go and register for market domination. If you're a beginner, if you've never done real estate, if you've attended to a live event but you didn't take action, go and get my book, Flip and Grow Rich 2012. It's going to be launched next week, and literally next week in just a few days it's going to be launched. It will be limited. I'll give you a heads up of when it's going to go and launch, and it'll be first come, first serve. Check out the picture of us getting crazy one more time after we landed and after we were safe. And most importantly, the very best to you and your family in this changing real estate marketplace, because right now, in my opinion, is one of the greatest times to go out there and make money. I'll see you on the other side of success.